beasts, aren't they? Chuffed to bits. The smallest little thornback. I'm just concentrating on not leaving the rod over the side. And his eyes. He's got amazing eyes. Doggy in the boat. Golden mullet. There's a bit of weight to that, you know. And that's what we want, don't we? We don't want the same all the time. We want something different, a good old show. Hello and welcome to the channel. This bait's been in the water for less than 5 minutes and look at the size of that. I'm fishing at Hillhead. Oh, and I've got one on the other line as well. I've got 2 rods in the water. I've got one in the boat, and the second rod's going as well. So I'm going to get this critter back. I'll get back to you in a minute. It's chaos. 10.5, my first double of the year. 5 minutes that bait was in the water, if that. And I've just had another stonking bite on that, but I missed it. I think it grabbed the back of the squid, tore the head off. Yeah, so I've just quickly weighed it. I'm going to get back in the water. One more quick look before I put it back. What an absolutely stunning fish. They are amazing. Look at that. Absolutely amazing. Just let him recover for a sec. Feels like he's ready to go. Let's see if he'll swim up tide. And there he goes. What a shape. What a stunning creature. I can't believe that. All credit where credit's due. So a friend of mine come round the other day to collect some squid. Knew him back from days yonder when we were kids playing football out on the green outside the houses. Wayne Harris. And he said to me, try Hillhead. He said, I don't know how many, he had 10, a dozen, whatever. Oh, look at that rod go. Oh dear, this is crazy. See, literally, I haven't been here 10 minutes. And look at, oh my good lord. Guys, what happened there? I've just lost a rig. I don't want that. Ah, the curse of the braid fail. Let's get another rod out. I've got no rods out now. Absolutely bonkers. Just lost that. As I was saying, Wayne Harris told me about this spot. He gave me this mark. He sent me the coordinates. I've been here less than 15 minutes now. I've landed a 10.5, released it, just got hit, smashed up. Looks like it's going to be an exciting day. This is low water. Sorry for the hat. I'm trying to keep the sun out of my eyes, but without wearing sunglasses. Because it's not very nice wearing sunglasses when you're on camera. So I'm going to have to do the hat, and I'm shielding myself because the sun is bright today. Excuse if there's a lot of wind noise because it is quite blowy as well. So I need to get back to doing this. Get another rod in the water. I just made myself a coffee. Oh, I missed it, I think. Yeah, I missed it. Just made myself a coffee and it went nuts. So one of the rod setups I've got at the moment is a Shakespeare Agility. It is a 9'6" up tide rod. Nice to have the combination of up and down tide. And this can cast 5 to 10 ounces. So it's perfect. I've got 7.5 ounce grip leads for the Solent. And this is a cheap rod, not expensive. I saved up my pocket money. Hid it from Mrs. W. Saved up my pocket money, bought myself a pair of up tide rods. 9'6", 5 to 10 ounces. Perfect. The reel is a Shimano Beastmaster. And I don't know what the difference is because I've got 2 reels, the same. One's a 7,000 and one's a 10,000, but they look exactly the same. So there's the reel and all I've got on there is £80 Barkley Whiplash braid, and that's what I'm using. Oh no, here we go. I heard a couple of clicks and I thought, oh, I don't know. I checked the bait and it's swimming up underneath the boat now. Oh yeah, this is a good fish. This is a good one. He's swimming all over the place. Oh. Gotta love the clicker, in you. I know some people don't like it. I like it. It makes me happy. I just made myself a coffee. It's going to get cold. God, he's going as well. I've got quite a long trace on this, so I'm going to have to choose a point that I think he's played and then hand it. Oh yeah, that is a stunner. We need the net for that one. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's get the net ready. Just have that on. Just so it's, oh, there's a bit of squid left in that net. You want to leave that? Oh, God. This is hound number 2. I've dropped one already. I've landed one, and I've been here half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm gonna have to hand this from there. Oh, because I've got a real long trace because it's so shallow. Come on, bub. And it's in a net. Oh, God, that's a decent size as well. They seem to be the same sort of stamp. That's a struggle. Hound number 2. That's got to be about the same sort of, maybe a little bit smaller. I think that might be a double, might not. What a stunning fish. Look at that. Right, let's get this sorted out. Let's get you supported. Let's get you back in. Oh, let's get you back in. That went away. He went away like the clappers. He was like that. I didn't like that. I'm off. 9-4, 10-5, 9-4. It is all go. 2 hounds. It's going to be a stunner. It's going to be an absolute stunner of a day. Clickers on. And away we go. Who'd have thought? 2 within short succession. Loving it. Very sporting. Cracking fish to catch. And they go like a train. These doubles near doubles, they really give a good account of themselves. On squid, so no hardback crab, no peeler crab. Benefit of someone fishing here yesterday, Wayne, give me the heads up that they were taking squid, didn't seem to be interested in anything else. I'm halving or holing, depending on the size of the squid, and a size 4.0 hook. Absolutely bonkers. And when they go, this is shallow water. Sounder's not on now. This is 8 to 10 foot, 13 foot tops. At high tide, it might be 16, 17 feet. So it's really shallow. And that down tide rod, I've had 2 on that. And I'm just fished, that's literally underneath the boats. The boat noise isn't bothering them. They're actively hunting. They got a single track mind. And I think possibly why the squid is working so well is all the cuttlefish in the area. Let's just level that up. All the cuttlefish in the area have bred and died, and they expire once they've bred. And we were netting them up out of the water yesterday, and I've frozen some down for cod bait in the winter. But thinking it through now, it makes sense that the reason why these are ignoring crab and going for squid is because they're eating these cuttlefish carcasses. Because they'll be scavengers, they'll find it. Back into the sunlight again. You can see because I put the shadow on my face, but it's not good for the camera. Yeah, amazing. So I think the smooth hounds are eating cuttle. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. I'm no expert. So I'm using the Solent rig, basically a running weight slider between two swivels with beads to protect it. And I'm using 5-foot hook snoods for this one. They might be a little bit long actually. Might make a better connection with a short hook snood. I might experiment because they're both 5s. I might put a 3 on one and a 5 on the other. I don't think it makes much difference. The way these fish are feeding at the moment, if they go like this all day, I'm going to need a day off to recover. Oh, hands are sore today. Perks are getting old. My hands are swollen from yesterday because I was doing some heavy lifting and moving and stuff like that. Yeah, what a glorious day. Just having a look around, there is 1, 2, 3. I'm the 4th boat here. I was told there was a dozen boats here yesterday. This rod is conspicuous by the fact that I haven't had a bite on it yet. So I'm going to check it. I'm going to check it and see what's wrong with it. What don't they like about this? Oh, lucky I never lost that. I'm going to take that bit of squid out of my net before I forget as well, because coming back to a absolutely honking boat and then realising you've left a bit of squid in your net. I've just lifted this rod and I didn't see a bite, but it's gone off like a train now. Got something on the end of it. Yeah, so what have I got here? That's why I didn't see the bite. So I have actually got a tangle. I've got a tangle, but I've got the fish as well. He's a bit smaller, this one. Not as big. Give him a fair crack of the whip. Yeah, he's a smaller fish. But very welcome nonetheless. Alright, bud. Alright. Get you unhooked. Much smaller than the previous ones. But he's a hound nonetheless. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. In that sunshine. They look lovely. Let's get him back in. Oh, there you go, bub. Oh, and he's away. None the worse for his visit. That's the leader T-bar that I've been using. Not sponsored, bought it myself. That's a cracking T-bar. Really good T-bar. I like using that. It does what it says on the tin. So, and we're fishing. 2 rods. 2 rods, 3 hounds. 3, 2, 1, and me. I'm really enjoying this because I know that any minute, it's not that old, oh, I hope I catch something. Is anything going to be there? They're here. That's a no-brainer. We know they're here. It's now a matter of how big a one I can get, whether I can smash my PB. So that's the first landed was my first double. All last year I was chasing doubles and I was getting 6s, 7s, 9s. I didn't weigh the one that I caught from the shore the other day. Pretty much a double, I think. I'm not good at judging the sizes, you know that, but everyone looking at the pictures, I don't try and make them look bigger than what they are. They are what they are. But yeah, so that officially is my new PB, albeit from a boat. And we're swinging around. We're swinging around and have to be careful we don't get snagged. I've just seen the smallest of bites and then this thing's just gone crackers. I lifted it up thinking, oh, it's a doggy and I'll have to fresh bait it. Look at it, it's still going. It's gone miles away. Oh, and the boat's turning and my other rod is underneath. So where's he going now? Oh. Oh, he's swimming towards me. When they go, they really go. Oh, look at him. He's swimming all over the place. because the water's so shallow, they just take off. Oh, got to be careful. He's coming all the way round. Let's turn this camera around so you can see what's going on. Yeah, he's coming around the other side of the boat now. And now he's swimming up tide. I say he, the bigger ones I think are she's. Let's have a look, see if we can have a look at this one. It's gone under the boat. Oh, get away from the leg. Oh, look at that. That was darting through the water. Like grease lightning. That's a nice fish. Ooh, that's a big one. Be careful with this one, Mark. Get my net. Oh, it just took the rod out of my hand. Oh, he's all over the place. Let's get his net. Get the net ready, but I don't think this fish is ready yet. No, he's still going. Keeps going for underneath the boat. That's a cracking fish, that. That is an absolute stonker. Don't want to go too hard. Oh, look at the size of that. Oh no, it tried to roll in the line. Release the drag. I actually see that, it tried to spin on the line. It's just cruising around as if it's just trying to figure out what to do next. Let's see if we can get some of this shenanigans on camera. Look at the shape of that. Oh, I don't want it to turn back on the line because it'll rub through that. Back under the boat. Right, let's grab this now. I think that's about ready. Turn around, turn around, turn around. This way, this way. That's it, and in the net. Cool. That might be my new PB. That's a stonker. I'll have to check that line when that comes in. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a cracking fish. I'm going to go 9.3. It wasn't locking out. So Hound landed, number 4. I'll try and get some decent pictures of it going back. There you go, mate. Oh, he's lively. Oh, he is lively. He's gone. This is an Ugly Stick Elite Graphite. Ugly Stick Elite. And it's a 20 to 30 pound class rod. That will deal with just about anything that you'll find in the Solent. It's 7'4". Yeah, I really like this rod setup. It's small, it's light, it's got a very, very flexible tip. The Ugly Sticks have got the telltale clear end, and the eyes are like indestructible. There's no inserts or anything on these. I'm just keeping an eye on this. There's a trawler trawling between people at anchor fishing. Really? Yeah, these eyes are pretty much indestructible, I think, because there's no insert in them. Another thing that I like about this rod is that you can actually detach it just above the reel. That's the butt section. That's the rod. Just gives you options for storing, for what you're going to do with it, how you're going to play the game with when you're putting it up in the rod holders and stuff. And that's it all back together, to make sure it is back together properly. Can't believe he is trawling in between boats at anchor. What an idiot. So that is my designated down tide. I've got a pair of those, a pair of the up tides. So in theory you can fish 2 down tide, 2 up tide, or you can put all 4 out the back. And that's my setup. That's the rods that I'm using today. Well, at least you can't accuse me of catching the same fish or putting the same fish on camera. Oh, yeah, it's another good fish. Absolutely stunning. I'm going to lose track. It's thrown the bait right up the line. Oh, look at that. That's a beast. Was that another one with it? I almost thought I saw a shape come up with it. Maybe it's got one that's been swimming with it in sympathy, or because they're pack hunters, maybe another one was interested to see what was going on. I don't know if that's going to come out on camera or not, but I'm pretty sure that was another one that came with it. Oh, this one's a decent size as well. They're all pretty much of a stamp. They all look there or thereabouts, doubles. One of these is going to be the absolute daddy, isn't it? It's going to be my long-standing PB, the way this is fishing today. Let's get that swim back to the net. Oh, just in the corner of the mouth, I can see that hook trying to turn. Oh, no, he's not ready. Not ready. Trying to bring him back to the boat, not let him go further away. He's almost standing on his head there. Oh, look, jump clean out the water. Smooth hounds jumping out of the water. They like going under the boat. They feel safe under the boat for some reason. God. He's giving me a right old workout. Let's have a look, see if we can get him to the net this time. Straight in, straight in, straight in, straight in. No, oh, he's not ready. Because I've got the longer traces on, it is giving me a bit of aggro when it comes to landing these fish. Oh, and he's in the net. God, that is a chunk. That's going to be my PB. That's bigger than all the others. It's got to be. Look at the size of that one. I've lost count. How many's that so far? I'm going to weigh it. I'm going to weigh this one, definitely. Look at the size of that. It's an absolute beast. Go back further away from the camera so you can get it all in. Oh yeah, she's a chunk. 12.4. Come on, they just keep getting better. One other quick show for the camera. £12.4 starry smooth hound. Come on, baby. Away you go. There we go. Look at that go. Like a missile. Oh my good night. What a day's fishing. That's absolutely quality. And my new PB. My new PB. £12.4. My boat record. My boat PB. Oh, I'm chuffed to bits. What a day. What a day. It's a day of days. Quite a subtle bite. But you never can tell because then they go nuts. Oh dear. That was just the slightest little tap, tap, tap. And I've only just put that out as a fresh new bait. And it gone off like the clappers. So what's he up to? What's going through his head? Yeah, I think he might have crossed. Oh, no. I think he might have crossed. He's, oh, look, look. Yeah. Pocket. I'm just waving to one of my mates out in the boat. He's in the boat over there. Rocket Ron! He's out in his rodman, playing with his rods. Oh, God. Oh, dear. This one's not coming in anytime soon. He's all over the place. Putting a right old bend in this uptide rod. It's a £30 rod. Oh, going under the boat. I can't remember if I had a long trace or a short trace on this one. Sometimes a long rod can be a nuisance in a boat, and sometimes you can really use it to your benefit. I just steered him away from going under the boat. Yeah, he's going all over the place. Let's have that net at least ready. I think he's coming up for a visit. And he's in the net. I've got to keep an eye on the other rod because the other rod has gone under the boat. No, he's not as big as the others, but he's welcome nonetheless. But what a day! What a day. Took my brother Richard out to a different mark yesterday for hounds and rays, and we each had a hound, and he had his first hound, but it was nothing like this. Nothing like this at all. And I've got a bit of a theory of what's going on. So yesterday when we were out, when we're going through the Solent, every now and then where there was gulls, you could go up and there was the carcasses of cuttlefish. So I netted a few, put them in a cool box, took them home, boned them out, put them into vac bags, vacuumed them down, put them in the freezer, save them for cod bait for later on. And then that got me thinking, these hounds are usually going mad for crab and they're not touching it, they're not interested. And when I say not interested, I'm sure if you a delicate morsel right in front of its face, it might take it. But it's noticeable, even from the shore, that they're not interested at the moment. But they're all going crazy for squid. Now it's my thinking that squid is the closest looking and smelling thing to the cuttlefish. So they're gorging themselves on cuttlefish, and if they happen to find squid, they've got a taste for it. That's my theory. Because in a week or so's time, once all the cuttlefish are gone, I think they'll turn their attention back onto crabs. And in certain places, ragworm. And the reason why they go for the ragworm is the ragworm sort of do a migration. They sort of ball up and they sort of migrate together. And I don't know if that coincides with ragworm breeding season. But where there's numerous numbers of those, have my clicker go then. Maybe that's what they're doing. So, and the water temperature's been cold, so it's just starting to warm up now. And the bass activity this morning, I came down the river, it was absolutely alive. I chucked a lure out, because I brought my lure rod today, chucked a lure out, and as I brought it back to the boat, there was a whole little shoal of like 4-6 inch bass just trying to smash the lure, but the lure was bigger than they were. And the only way they were going to get hooked is if they foul hooked themselves, because it was too big for them to bite. But the river was absolutely alive with bass. So water temperature's changing, the crabs are going to go into their molt, and you're going to get more peeler crabs, because that's been slow as well, because it's been cold, unusually cold. So me ranting and gibbering on, like I do, you know, I think that's pretty much where we are. I think the hounds are preoccupied with the dead cuttlefish. They'll switch back onto crab in the next couple of weeks. The bass are absolutely alive everywhere at the moment. And it's all good. The taupe are in, the hounds are in, and all the different species are all coming alive. It's going to be a good season this year, I think. I've got a feeling in my bones. We're going to have a good year this year. But less jibber jabbering. More fishing. It's gone a little bit quiet. Definitely Rocket Ron's aftershave has put them off. I reckon they've done their cycle and then they'll circle back, and with the change in tide they'll be back again and they'll probably smash us up on the way through. I've got a good couple of, I've got no lack of bait. I've got a cool box full of bait. Looking after your bait's important. Keeping it nice and cool, making sure your squid stays white, doesn't go pink. The rig itself is dead simple. It's 3 feet of rig body, and I think I went for £70 on this one. I tend to choose 70 or 100. 100 seems to work with most components, that you can thread it through and it's not too big. We've got a weight slider, standard weight slider, and all that is 2 Gemini stainless steel 150-pound swivels, beads to protect the knots, and a sliding weight carrier. That is it. Onto that I clip a hook snood, 3, 4, 5, 6 feet, depend on the conditions, depend on the tide, depend on the species. And that is it. Fishing down tide, it couldn't be any easier. Either use light weights and bump it back, or give it a gentle cast. But when you do cast it back, just pull back on it as it settles, just to make sure that that hook snood straightens itself up. Because I've already mentioned it, and I'm tempted to give this a wiggle over the side, you know. This is my lure rod. It's an Abu Black Max. I've been considering doing one of these as a giveaway, as a competition prize on the channel. I know a few people will be interested in that. So it's an Abu Black Max, and it is a little tiny Abu 40. I think I've got £20 main line, and that is a, yeah, I'm going to get some waves now because that fishing boat's just gone past. I've got a quick link and what looks like a mackerel imitation. I'm going to plonk it over the side now, actually. Plonk it over the side now, drop it to the bottom and just work it. There might be a bass around, I don't know. Soon find out, won't we? That went well. I was just starting to think, it's a bit quiet. Excuse the camera into the sun, but there's not a lot I can do about that. This fish has decided to take it on this side of the boat. Yeah, it's got a bit of weight to this one. I don't think I've properly woken it up yet. It's swimming like it's just out for a stroll. This might be a bigger fish altogether. Different stamp. It is literally just sitting there. Oh no, it's tail wrapped, this one. He's managed to wrap his tail. Oh no, turn it around. He tail wrapped and then he managed to shoot off again. Oh, he's going crackers. Not as big, he's just given a better account of himself. Calm down. I'm going to get this one straight back in. He was lively. That was an angry one, that one. He certainly wasn't the biggest of the day, but he was one of the angriest. He was a proper feisty little critter, that one. Well, thank you for joining me today, sharing the experience. It's been an absolute blast. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself. When I pack the boat away tonight, I'm going to shield my eyes from the sun. It's absolutely blazing. I'm going to be totally exhausted, but the happiest you can be. Days fishing like this don't come that often, do they? When all the stars align and everything works out correct. The hot tip, the good bait, the exact rig that works and does what it's supposed to do, the conditions, the weather, your packed lunch, even down to my flask of coffee's been all right today. It's just all happened, and it's just all come into alignment and made it a stunning day. Please consider subscribing. Hit the bell icon and the thumb, you know, for the likes. That if you particularly like this video and want to revisit it again, by doing the thumbs up, it saves it in a folder so you can see it again easier. If you hit that bell icon, when I release one in the future, it'll tell you. So you don't miss anything. You don't miss any of this action, any of this good stuff. There's the sales pitch. Just helps the channel, just helps me along. Thank you very much for joining me. Tight lines and happy fishing. I hope to spend some time with you again sometime soon. But from me, for now, from here, and the Hounds, Hillhead Hounds. It's got a bit of a ring to it, isn't it? Hillhead Hounds. It's goodbye. Take care.